To talk about fighting COVID-19, information perhaps is the key. Right information at the right time. And when we talk about information, frequently asked questions is what we should have a focus on. In fact, we're very glad to have in our News 9 studios Dr. Anil Grutu. He's from Lady Hardinge Medical College, Department of Medicine. You've been very regular to our shows, also taking callers. Sir, thank you so much, Dr. Saab, for joining us. And also, let me quickly welcome Dr. Naval Vikram as well, Professor, Department of Medicines from AIIMS. Thank you both of you, gentlemen. In fact, now let's go. We've in fact here in DD compiled these typical frequently asked 10 to 15 questions. I'm going to have a quick fire round of answers on them. Quick to begin with, can we touch newspapers? Can we touch newspapers and how? Please go ahead.
Yes, you can not only touch newspapers, you can read them for as long in your usual manner every morning and whenever you want, because newspapers are not thought to be high on transmission mechanisms for this virus.
Okay.
They are safe. You spread them, you touch them, you open them as long as you wish.
And wash hands thereafter just to remain safe? Wash hands after that?
They're absolutely safe.
Okay, newspapers are absolutely safe. And let's move on. The next question, does hot water really help? And if yes, what is the quantity we are looking at? Dr. Naval.
Not really. Hot water doesn't help. Taking bath with hot water or washing your hands with hot water doesn't help. You can use simple water, cold normal water to wash your hands and even to take bath. Using soap is the most important thing.
Okay, okay. And the next question, frequently asked question is, how do we handle groceries safely? Because this is something which is part of our daily routine, including the hot water bit. But groceries, do's and don'ts there, very quickly. Dr. Grutu.
Groceries are to be handled in the usual way. Just one precaution which should anyway be taken every time: wash your hands before you process them and wash your hands after. And in between, you wash the groceries, the fruits, vegetables in safe, ordinary flowing water. Simple water wash of that vegetable or fruit or grocery, and before and after hand washing. That's how we ought to be doing it every day, corona or no corona, and the same we should do today, corona or no corona.
Okay, and Dr. Naval Vikram, what about the online home deliveries of food and other items? Are they safe when the online delivery boys come, they hand over you the essentials? What is the best way to go about them?
Online deliveries are safe. The only thing one has to see that usually the deliveries come in a packet, and once if somebody is handling the packet, you take out the things which are there in the packet and you wash your hands after and discard the packet in a safe place and wash your hands after handling that.
And what about storage of vegetables and other food items in refrigerator? Any specific temperature that we are looking at?
So you can store the vegetables at the refrigerator in normal fashion, and care should be taken that you should know which kind of vegetable can last for how long in the refrigerator, and that you can store it in a normal manner. But the only important thing, you wash the vegetables and fruits before storing them.
And Dr. Guttu, does low temperature help virus to stay longer? Is this a myth or a fact? Low temperature is helping the virus to grow, Dr. Guttu?
Okay, so let's frame this question realistically.
Okay.
There are two perspectives to it. One, in terms of our daily lives, that is, as Dr. Naval said, washed and cleaned vegetables and fruits kept in our refrigerators are safe. That is, the low temperatures in the refrigerators do not really create more viral loads if they've been washed. Safe. Okay. The other perspective is when you look at the whole planet and you look at the equator, 0 degrees, up to 30 degrees latitude is the tropical climate regions, and beyond 30 degrees are the temperate regions. Now, if we look at the distribution of this disease epidemic, COVID epidemic, pandemic, then we see some noticeable, though still not confirmed, trends that as you go above 30 degrees latitude, that is towards colder temperate regions, this virus seems to be creating more spikes. And as you come closer to the equator, it is there, but as of now, a bit less spiked.
All right. And how long should we really stock these fresh vegetables in refrigerators? Very quickly, Dr. Naval.
You can stock these vegetables till the time they remain fresh in the vegetables, which might be a few days.
Okay, and how long does the virus stay on? Let's move on. Let's show another graphic plate. How long does this virus stay on different surfaces? This is, like we talk about metal surface, cloth surface, plastic surface, wood surface, and paper surface. That's the next question, please. Yes, go ahead. Dr. Naval.
See, the virus can stay alive on metal surface for a longer duration, which can stay up to 2 to 3 days. And on surfaces, water resistant surfaces like metal, plastic, it can stay for a long time. And other surfaces like cardboard, paper, cloth, it can remain viable for a few hours.
Okay, and Dr. Guttu, the next question is, does this virus stay on copper utensils for a shorter period of time? Is that a myth that on copper the virus stays for a shorter period of time?
Yes, it does appear from the studies so far.
Okay.
The data that on copper surfaces or copper utensils, this virus stays average 4 hours, which is far less than what it stays on steel or aluminum, which is
So can we encourage use of copper utensils?
Yeah, it's
okay.
Yes,
okay.
It stays less, but any utensil, if cleaned and washed properly, it's safe.
Okay.
It's safe.
Okay. Dr. Naval, now talking about pets. Are pets really susceptible or vulnerable to this virus infection, and can pets spread the infection?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
There is no reports that pets can have this disease or transmit.
Okay, absolutely no
So
vulnerability.
absolutely no reports
so
so
your
far.
pets are safe. That's the good news. The animals, the pets are safe. And does humidity have any effect on the virus, Dr. Guttu? Let's move on to the next question. Humidity.
See, when we talk of humidity, we also talk simultaneously of temperature, because humidity and temperature are correlated always. So I would say that the anecdotal trends which have to be confirmed anecdotally, so far as we understand it as of today, with the rising humidities and rising temperatures together, they seem to slow down the efficiency with which this virus transmits and replicates.
Okay, and Dr. Naval, what about any special precautions that should be kept in mind for people like us who go out on daily basis, people who are associated with essential services, who go out and come back home in the evening?
So people who have to be out for the essential services, I think they have to practice social distancing at the workplace and hand hygiene. So these are the two important things that they have to practice.
What about the clothes that some people think that they can come back and discard those clothes?
Yes,
is that
yes.
a myth? Discard those clothes?
I would not say discard the clothes. This would be more pertinent to the healthcare professionals who are taking care. So while you are there in the healthcare facility, there is definitely there is other equipment or gown or other protective equipment which is used. But once you are coming back, it is better that you change the clothes, put the clothes immediately for washing and take a bath. That would help to get rid of the virus which is there on your body or on your clothes.
Okay. And Dr. Guttu, finally, excessive dryness due to excessive use of sanitizers and soaps. What can be done to prevent that? Final question.
For most of us, sanitizers and soaps, even if overused slightly, do not usually cause any dryness. There are some people who are sensitive to them. They could use any of the standard moisturizers, and there's nothing to worry about it.
Okay, nothing to worry about it, but then I just want very, very brief answers from Dr. Naval and Dr. Guttu just to sum up this part of the discussion. Beyond these frequently asked questions, your quick 5 pointers for the viewers of Doordarshan. Dr. Naval.
Don't panic.
That's
because
important.
panic is the most important thing that which is spreading like through the various social media platforms. One doesn't have to panic, because this illness in majority of people who get affected is
so
of a
don't
mild.
panic. All right, next.
And maintain the social distancing and hand hygiene. So these are the 3 most important things that you have to follow to break the transmission.
Ready, Rekna, don't panic, social distancing and hand hygiene. And Dr. Guttu, anything you want to add to that?
I would add only one thing, that is we are currently in the phase of lockdown, which will last a total of 21 days. Now, lockdown works. It works very efficiently. However, it works only if it is implemented 100%.
Okay.
Even if there's a 10% violation of the lockdown rules, it may fail. So we have to commit ourselves and to our social communities in which we live to make sure that this lockdown remains 100% implemented and effective for it to be effective. So 100% lockdown is required. Even 5 to 10% violations this way or that way may lead to its failure.
Well, on that note, thank you both of you, Dr. Anil Gurtu and Dr. Naval Vikram, for addressing those FAQs, and also quickly those last pointers. I mean, I think that made a lot of sense. Don't panic, hand washing, social distancing, and 100%, in fact, more than 100% implementation of the lockdown is what will come up as a big solution and finally mark the end to this menace. Thank you so much, both of you. And little